Hi, babes. Hi, babes. I hope you guys are doing good today. Even if you're not, come the fuck on in, okay? Let's pull a card. Let's cuss at spirit. Let's cuss at the card. Let's cuss at the universe. Shit is wild right now. It is fucking insane, okay? It's also my birthday week. Can you believe it? I'm gonna be a whole 42. It's an honor to fucking be here. It's an honor to be here. Even though everything's on fire and it's hot garbage, it's an honor to fucking be here. So thank you guys for following me, for listening to anything I have to say, for celebrating, because I know all the happy birthdays are about to come my way. I fucking love you guys. Thank you for all your love and support and just seeing me and welcoming me into this insane space, place, and time. It is an honor to be alive with you at the same time as this absolute fucking bullshit going down. I would not want to spend this crazy fucking lifetime with anybody else. You fucking hear me. Okay? So thank you for being here. All right. If you guys are into it, let's pull a fucking card. We're going to see what the fuck Spirit's got to say today, okay? We're going to sing it to them. You don't need to be a professional singer. I surely am not. Okay? So just sing it with your heart and your taint, babe, and Spirit will know. All right? Help put good energy into this, and let's hope they give us a nice card. Here's hoping. Please, Spirit. Here's our bid for niceness. All right. If you guys are ready. What's Spirit gonna say today? Who motherfucking knows? Can you please be fucking nice? Cause that'd be really, really fucking great. Oh, okay. They're just gonna be rude. It's alright though. It's okay. We're gonna figure it the fuck out and we're gonna take this energy and make it fucking work for us. Do you fucking hear me? Alright? Guys, we got another major arcana card this week. Holy shit. We got the Hermit. Let's motherfucking talk about it. Sad boy. The sad boy card. Do I feel bad for him? Not really. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So whenever the Hermit shows up, first of all, this is a major arcana card. This is going to talk about major change, major evolution, major fucking movement forward in our life. And so it's really, it's kind of bringing us to this important juncture in our world when these massive things come along. And it's saying, listen, something's at your doorstep, babe. What the fuck are you choosing to do? You got to be here and you got to be present with this moment so that you can choose the best thing for you and your fucking situation. Okay. The Hermit here, though, is a difficult card. This talks about, like, the dark night of the soul. Going solo for a fucking minute, okay? Really feeling as though we're all alone in the world. It can be kind of depressing. It can be really hard. This can feel like a lonely fucking road I'm walking all by my itty bitty, okay? I also feel like, too, mentally speaking here, we've got that sword pointing up to the sky. So there's a feel here that, like, maybe a part of this was needed so we could shut the fuck up and listen to what the fuck Spirit's trying to say to us and where the fuck they're trying to guide us. At the very least, our own intuition and what we feel to be fucking true here, okay? I also like the imagery of the little lantern here as well. So there's a feeling here that even despite the loneliness, even despite, like, going 0 dark 30, even having to shut up and fucking listen to Spirit guide us here in some kind of way, like, there's still something guiding us here. There's some kind of hope, okay, with that lantern. So what is that hope for you, babe? What is this new beginning that we're trying to embark upon or reach? What are we trying to cut free from ourselves right now? And are we ready to go on a solo journey for a minute so we can figure out what the fuck we want and get back on track in a manner of speaking? Because look, I'm going to say to you and everybody who comes to me, but Sarah, I feel so lost. Guess what, babe? That's a part of the fucking jam. That's a part of the fucking jam. So, a huge part of this in our life is going to be, there's going to be difficult points here where it feels as though we are by ourselves, we don't know what the fuck to do, and we've got to make important decisions. And sometimes we're going to have to do that by ourselves. Don't be afraid of these moments. It's asking you to go within and to strengthen something here, usually our intuition, so that we can trust ourselves going forward. We need this moment. It's not for nothing. You're not being punished. You're not being held back. You're not even being told no in a certain type of sense, unless it was like, no, get your hands off of this bad thing that's not good for you. Okay? Trust that. Trust closed doors right now. With that being said, if we were looking for a yes or no this week, this would be a no to me. It would be a no. Especially if we are not ready to be by ourselves, if we're not ready to sit down and think clearly on something, if we're not ready to go on a deep dive and go into a dark night of the soul. Okay? really fucking face something difficult here that's been, I think, for a hot minute trying to speak to us. And with the number 9 here, that's what the Hermit stands for. To me, it feels like this would come up around the 9th of a month, or this might go back to the month of September. Okay? So we might even be in this moment right now, and we have been since September. Okay? Hold on to it. Now, if we're looking around love and relationships, this feels kind of difficult because this feels as though like I've had to embark on my own. I had to go. This feels like a no around important love relationships this week. Maybe this could be as simple as we're just taking a fucking break and we're doing what the fuck we got to do. Maybe this is like saying absolutely not, and I'm cutting myself free from this relationship. And I know it's flipped here, but this person's moving towards the left for me, which talks about the future, okay? So I know I'm going to have to do something solo for a minute. Other people can't come with me. I got to do this by myself. So it feels like some really important choices and are coming down to what do I want this week. This doesn't have to be a bad thing, and the dark night of the soul, even though that sounds scary, doesn't have to be a bad thing. That can actually be incredibly clarifying. And again, sometimes being lost on the journey is part of the fucking journey, babe. For reals. Okay. It just feels like around relationships, there's still something here that we need or we want. There's something here that we're learning. So what is that thing guiding you through? Let that be the guiding light, please. And also, too, where we feel like we're being guided from spirit. What do we got to cut off? What do we got to let go? How do we separate ourselves from a certain situation right now so that we can embark on our own situation here, our own journey, so that we can figure out what the fuck we want in our lives. Something more is being asked of us here, and we got to shut the fuck up for a second to listen to it and to follow that guidance. Don't be afraid of the alone time. You need this, and it might be restorative. Okay. Now, this feels as though like we're not welcoming back exes. This doesn't feel like we're going back to any kind of situation or exes here. It feels like we're moving forward. So again, it feels like this week around relationships, even if this is family, even if this is friendships coming up here, it just feels like this week we're cutting ourselves free from that. Maybe even cutting cords of attachment. So if we do some magical workings, do that this week. And then again, what is the hope? What is the thing pulling me through here? I need to let that be the new guiding light so that I can move through this, knowing that I'm pointed in the right direction, which is forward. Which way your nips pointing? You're right, babe. When they get hard, forward. So trust your nippy nips. All right? They're pointing in the right direction, forward. It just feels like love and relationships. If in doubt, take a break, take a moment, sit down and think about something, and then let's come back and talk about it. But right now, we need a break. I feel like on all fucking levels. Now, this is around work and career when the Hermit shows up. Maybe some of you guys have really tried hard, or maybe you want to be a part of like group work, but it's just like, it's not fucking working. Maybe some of you guys don't want to do group work. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about striking out on your own in some type of way, but this also feels really difficult. Please know that I'm honoring that difficulty, but like there's something else that's calling to you, babe. And so there's some kind of journey that we got to take to move towards that. It's not always going to be roses and sunshine, even if we're following our fucking destiny, even if we're following our fortune and our good luck. At any point, things can be positive or negative. How are you making this energy work for you, right? While still addressing and not sidestepping the way that we're fucking feeling, okay? So don't be afraid of the mental space. Listen to it. Don't be afraid of what we're feeling and picking up. And don't be afraid of this feeling of breaking free, try something new, going and doing something fucking new. I want to say too, with the Hermit, you might work better by yourself. Okay? So maybe we want to start our own business. Maybe we want to build our own company in some type of way. Maybe we want to work for somebody that's more intelligent. Okay? Or maybe has some kind of hope here attached to like the work that they're doing. It just feels as though we're embarking on something brand fucking new, and we've got to have the courage here to do this thing. Go solo for a second so you can figure out what the fuck you specifically want. Do you hear me? Also, too, if we're thinking we're going to get a promotion or something this week, I feel like for a lot of you guys, that's going to be a no, okay? I don't feel like there's a whole lot of place to grow at the place that you're at, to be honest. Okay, so if that's important to you and you want to move on up like the sword's pointing towards, you're going to need to do that for yourself this week. Where the fuck is it? Because it doesn't feel like it's here. Okay? Something might even get legal this week at work. Side note. Now, around health and healing, this feels like this has been a solo journey. There's something difficult going on. Maybe it's time to share that with the people that we love and that we care about. But whatever's going on with their health this week, you are not alone. This is about getting the right support and the right help. This would also be a great indicator to get a hold of a good therapist and to deal with the shit that's going on so we can process and get the right tools in order to move forward so we don't lose hope. Whatever the fuck happens this week, motherfucking trust yourself. And whatever the hope that's guiding you, let it lead you. You got this.